Hello, today is a Friday, July 4th, 2025. This is my second reading for the day, and it's 8:14 a.m. and I am on the rooftop of my office building. After this, I will start to work. Our work time is from 5 to 6, but I usually start to work at 8:30, right? And today's topic is 10 red flags your body is begging you to quit caffeine. This article is from Lyudmila V. And their website is Now I've Seen Everything. Caffeine may be the boost that gets you through the day, but for some, it does more harm than good. If you if you've been feeling off without a clear reason, your daily coffee could be to blame. Many people overlook the subtle signs of caffeine intolerance until they become too obvious to ignore. Content is provided for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute of medical advice. Seeking guidance of your doctor regarding your health and medical conditions. 1. Headaches. Caffeine affects blood vessels in the brain, causing them to constrict. When caffeine levels drop, these blood vessels expand again, which can trigger headaches or even migraines. Regular coffee drinkers may experience withdrawal headaches if they suddenly reduce their caffeine intake. Additionally, excessive caffeine consumption can lead to dehydration, another common cause of headaches. If you frequently suffer from unexplained headaches, cutting back on caffeine might help. Okay, so I will just stop drinking coffee. Flaky scalp. Caffeine's dehydrating effects don't just impact your body, they can also wreak havoc on your scalp, leading to excessive dryness or flakiness. A dry scalp can feel uncomfortable, and in some cases, it may affect overall hair health. If your scalp feels parched and your hair appears less full than usual, your caffeine habit might be playing a bigger role than you think. Restlessness legs. If you've ever felt like your legs just won't stay still after a cup of caffeine, caffeine might be the culprit. Well, sometimes I had the itch on my foot, so probably caffeine really worked against me, right? Triggering uncontrollable urge to move their legs, especially at night. This jittery restlessness feeling can make it hard to relax or fall asleep, leaving you tossing and turning instead of getting the rest you need. Tossing, turning, and tossing, right? Tossing and turning. Since caffeine can stay in your system for hours, even an afternoon coffee could lead to a night of discomfort, right? I should stay away from coffee. Midday, I'll just not drink it anymore, right? Midday energy crashes. Caffeine is supposed to give you energy, but for some, it does the opposite, leading to extreme energy crashes just a few hours later. This happens because caffeine triggers a spike in adrenaline and blood sugar. Wow, I didn't know, right? This happens because caffeine triggers a spike in adrenaline and blood sugar, which quickly drops, leaving you feeling drained. If you find yourself desperate for another cup by early afternoon, you might be in a vicious cycle of dependence. Constant stomach upset. For some, caffeine irritates the gut lining, leading to bloating, cramps, or even diarrhea. This discomfort often builds up over time, leaving you feeling drained and frustrated. If your digestive system seems to rebel every time you have coffee, your body might be telling you it's time to take a break. Switching to decaf or herbal alternative could make a world of difference. Make a world of difference. Right? That's a good expression, right? This one. Switching to decaf or herbal alternative could make a world of difference. Switching to decaf or a herbal alternative could make a world of difference. Could make a world of difference. Could make a world of difference. Dehydration despite drinking water. Caffeine's dehydrating effects might be preventing your body from properly absorbing fluids. Even if you are drinking waste alongside your coffee, the stimulating properties of caffeine can leave you feeling parched and low on energy. If you notice this persistent thirst, it may be a good idea to cut back on your caffeine intake and restore hydration balance. A coating on your tongue, right? It might sound strange, but caffeine's acidic effects can cause a greenish coating to appear on your tongue. This often happens when your digestive system is struggling to process the acid, leading to an imbalance in the bacteria in your mouth. If you drink your coffee with lots of sugar or flavored syrups, the excess sugar can irritate your tongue and contribute to a condition called geographic tongue. This irritation may lead to green discoloration on the tongue over time, along with discomfort or sensitivity. Swelling. For some people, caffeine isn't just an energy booster. It's something their body sees an unwelcome guest. When someone has a caffeine intolerance or allergy, their immune system overreacts, treating it like a harmful substance. This triggers the release of histamine, a chemical that causes inflammation in an attempt to fight off the caffeine. As a result, some people experience swelling. If your morning coffee is leaving you feeling puffy instead of energized, caffeine intolerance might be to blame, right? Feeling puffy, feeling puffy, right? Feeling puffy. Increased anxiety. If you've noticed a rise in feelings of anxiety or restlessness after your unusual caffeine fix, it could be your body's way of signaling that it's had enough. Caffeine stimulates the nervous system, and for some people, this can trigger feelings of anxiety. If you find yourself more jittery or overwhelmed than usual after drinking coffee, it might be worth paying attention to how your body is reacting. Reducing your caffeine intake can help calm your nervous system and bring back a sense of balance. Bring back a sense of balance. Bring back a sense of balance. Muscle spasms. Caffeine is a stimulant that affects the nervous system, sometimes leading to muscle twitching or spasms. Wow. High caffeine intake can cause an imbalance in electrolytes such as magnesium and potassium, which are essential for proper muscle function. This imbalance may result in involuntary muscle contractions, especially in the hands, legs, or eyelids. If you notice frequent muscle twitches, reducing caffeine intake and staying hydrated could improve the situation. Here are the signs of gluten intolerance you shouldn't ignore. If you often feel bloated, tired, or have skin issues, gluten might be the culprit. Okay, got it. So high intake of caffeine can lead to the symptoms such as muscle spasms, right? Increased anxiety, swelling, a coating on the tongue, dehydration despite drinking water, constant stomach upset, midday energy crashes, restless legs, flaky scalp, headaches. Thanks for listening. But let's go back and see what I try to remember, right? Kindness never goes unnoticed. Switching to a decaf or herbal alternative could make a world of difference. Feeling puffy, bring back a sense of balance. Feeling puffy, switching to decaf or herbal alternative could make a world of difference, right? Switching to decaf or a herbal alternative could make a world of difference. Feeling puffy, bring back a sense of balance. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.